How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. This is the Yitahome makeup vanity desk. Many of them are like just 1/3 of the size, so this is kind of extra. When you look at it, you can just see everything, and it's very, very wide. It turns on into this yellowish color, or you can have it a very pure white, or a combination of both. And if you push and hold it, you can dim the light a bit. Push it again to turn it off. The mirror itself, it's about 45 inches wide by 22.5 inches tall. The desk is 46 inches wide, and the usable area in the front is about 11.75 inches deep. My girlfriend actually doesn't really want something like this, but when I brought it in, she's like, wow. Instead of standing in front of your sink, right here, which is like usually about this deep, you have to lean forward to look at your face. But because this is much shallower and it includes a stool, you can sit really close and look really closely at your face and do your thing with your makeup. 2 3/8 inch deep for these top 3 drawers, and for these bottom 4 on each side. The tallest stuff that you can fit is about 5 inches. Sometimes girls have makeup bottles that are a little bit taller than 5 inches, maybe 7 inches, 8 inches even. So those are not gonna fit in these drawers. You're gonna have to end up putting it on the top, on the left and right side. But given that you have a really wide space, you should be able to do that. It also comes with this magnifying mirror. Each of the drawers has its own ball bearing rail, so it glides smoothly in and out. It's not one of those where it's auto closing, so you're gonna have to push it in all the way yourself. For the bigger drawers, the internal edges are about 2 3/4 inch deep, but you can fit something up to 5 inches high in these things. The top drawer, it measures 22 inches wide, 9.5 inches deep, and you can store things up to 2.5 inches tall in here. So a pretty large surface to put a lot of small things in here. On the side, it has a hairdryer hook and also 2 outlets and 2 USB outlets for phone charging. I plugged in my hairdryer in here. You can take that out and it turns on just the same. Put it back, just like that. Also connect the USB over here for phone charging. This color is in pristine white. It has a 2-inch foam cushion on it. It will flip open for more storage over here. To take a look at the bottom, it's a simple construction with plastic feet on 4 corners. If you ever want to remove one of these drawers, you can push this little latch down. On the other side, you have to pull it up and try not to touch the rails and just pull it right out. The whole thing comes out, and this thing is the power cord for the outlets, or if you happen to drop anything towards the back over there. So this will allow you to retrieve anything that falls back there. All of these light gray handles are made out of metal. It has a lip at the front so you can grip onto it and pull it out. These handles are held in by 2 screws on the inside, and I wanted to show you what the inside of these drawers look like as well. Here we can see some of the ball bearings. There are 8 ball bearings on the lower side, 8 on top, and it glides around pretty smoothly on its own. This is how I would put it back. Try not to touch the top or bottom edge because there's grease on that. Touch right in the center and pull it out. Put this rail right onto this guide, and you have to make sure it engages with this ball bearing and fit it right in between. Do the same thing on the other side and push it in. Now don't force it too much, and if you have a hard time, just kind of wiggle it a little bit to try to get it into those guides. Every once in a while you may want to move this. I find that it's a lot easier if you just remove the mirror first and just carry the bottom piece on its own, bring it to wherever you need to, and then put the mirror back on. Let me show you how to do this. I flipped it towards the back so we can see it. Behind the mirror, there's actually 3.5 inches of space here. That's just to give the mirror a little bit of stability. To remove it, you just need a screwdriver. Unscrew these 9 fasteners, hold it in place because you don't want it to fall forward. Just put your hand underneath this and it just comes right off. And this is not too heavy, so I can just carry this easily. With the mirror off, you can now stick your hand through here and grab onto the other side. So you can pick it up a lot easier and bring it around. The power cable comes out of this hole. There's a bunch of these fasteners to hold this backing plate in place. Much of this desk is held together by these fasteners, and most of the pieces are 1/2 inch thick MDF boards. They're covered in white. And if we put this screw back in, you've probably seen these fasteners in other type of furniture. It just kind of goes in like this. You twist it, it pulls it closer and closer together, and it fastens it that way. There's an arrow when it points towards the screw, it's in the open position, and you can just go and screw it in and it pulls it together like that. This is something. Even as a guy, I probably would sit here and do some facial care. I hope this video was useful and shows you everything you want to know about this. Other makeup desk has specific light bulbs that are all the way around. I like this one a little bit better because the light is much more diffused, and when you look at your face, is very, very clear.
We're looking through it through my camera and it's just completely clear to me. If you guys are interested in this Yitahome makeup vanity desk, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.